All right. Let's try that again.
It was perfect.
Oh, all right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of the Third Action. This is episode 12, and it's me, Jason, your game master, same guy who's been here the whole time. And with me are these three bits of goblin dog dander scattered around, making everybody all itchy and gross and sick.
That's pretty gross.
Thanks
dude.
for that compliment. I appreciate it.
Why are you so mean?
This is my chance to be mean because I'm such a nice, lovely DM that never hurts anyone.
No.
In any case,
Press
in the bottom left, we have Asher Ford, Human Ranger, played by Charlotte.
It's me, and I'm gross, according to Jason. So now
We're
I'm
all
sad.
gross.
Oh, is that supposed to make me feel better?
Yes.
You're
It
just
doesn't.
as gross as everybody else.
To the bottom center, we've got Greshy, Ironroot, Dwarven Druid, and his dog Phelan 2, played
Best
by
dog.
Will.
Hi. It's me.
Hello.
I'm here. I promise. And less gross.
And to the bottom right, we've got Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
Hey, all.
Not gross at all. We have layers of grossness.
So, last
Gross.
time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers had set off from the town of Sandpoint, which had been the recent site of a goblin invasion. So they had set off from there in search of the mastermind of the goblin attack. The insidious Nualia, or is who they believe is the culprit. She seems to be holed up in a place called the Thistletop Shrine, a few miles northeast of town. That shrine is currently inhabited by quite a lot of goblins who have made their fortress there. And our heroes have decided to try and assault their way in. I'm not sure which they're going for at the moment.
Column A, column B. A little both.
Bit of sneaking, a bit of minor carnage. It's all the same. They found the secret trails leading through the thickets that make their way up towards the top itself, which is an island on what appears to be a giant statue head that's just kind of bedded in the ocean, in the surf just off the coast. They made their way through the maze-like thickets, encountered various bits of goblins and goblin dogs, emerged victorious, only to be scouted by yet another goblin.
It's a statue head. That was totally not clear up to this point.
Yeah, I thought it was just an island that looked like a skull.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
Oh.
Like in the finest Pirates of the Caribbean tradition.
Well, yes. Upon seeing it now, I maybe should have said this then. I thought I said it. I thought I explained it
I've
this way.
seen it.
Yes, Asher. Upon seeing it, you realize that it appears to be on the head of a giant statue. It's kind of hard to tell because it's all mossy and grown over, but when the light hits it just right and just from the right angles, you can kind of make out the rough facial features that have been worn away. But it definitely looks like a big head that's just kind of sitting in the water.
I'm picturing this as like the sort of shower thought that you have. Like, we're actively fighting goblins, and I'm going, hey, you know what? I bet this island is actually a statue.
Yes, we'll go with that.
You're in the middle of combat. You stop for a moment.
Suddenly realize.
Is the
my
head
God, so
like?
the statue the whole time?
Is the head like out of the water, like my arms of the water, and the head's like, ooh, it's my neck and above, or is it laying down in the water?
It's
or
kind of laying slanted, I would say.
Okay.
Water-ish.
Like,
Yeah, it's
on
kind
the
of.
jaw.
Oh, whoops! I've gone too long. let's...
That one repeats. We may have been distracting things.
That song doesn't loop. So, why don't we get back to the exploring? I believe we kind of left on a semi-cliffhanger.
Little bit.
It's the sunny town of Sandpoint you're seeing there. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the Thistletop map.
We're down. There we are.
And let me move the camera over there. Is the camera gonna go?
Ooh.
It'll cooperate. Just beta submission. Be fine.
Come on, little camera. There we go. Okay, so you guys are amidst a group of dead goblin dogs. I believe one of you had decided to sneak forward.
Yeah, me.
Okay, Asher had snuck forward. You caught sight of two goblins who seemed to overhear the commotion that the goblin dogs that you just killed had been making. And one of the goblins, atop a goblin dog mount, came just come meandering forward into the clearing while you guys decide to back up and hide amongst the bushes there. Is Greshy hiding, or so right now we've got Gunn and Asher on two sides of the thickets, just sort of in hiding along with Phelan. Greshy, you're currently just standing out in the middle of the open. Is that your intention?
No, I don't think it was. I think I just ran out of time to move before we ended
Okay,
last week.
I'll give you a movement before.
Because yeah, he would have been hanging out over here as well, knowing that they were coming, since Asher let us know.
Okay.
My cool hand signal.
So he's moved back behind where Phelan and Gunn are hiding behind that bush.
Okay, so the three of you plus Phelan are all tucked away into the up against the thicket, the brambles, as it were. As the goblin commando moves forward, he kind of stops as his mount kind of rears back a bit. Whoa there! What the heck? What's happened here? And he kind of slowly approaches the. You can see a dead goblin dog as well as a few others. They seem to have various scorch marks from thunder strikes, as well as peppered with a couple of different arrows. He's going to slowly approach.
Maybe we can pick him up and throw him in the hole.
I was going to say, is there anything within reach that I could chuck in the hole that would make noise beyond us, so that he hopefully...
Please don't be throwing Phelan down there. Would not appreciate it.
Oh
I
no!
probably can't throw Phelan with just one hand. Not what I was
so
talking
you're
about.
looking around for some, like a small object, like a rock. Or
Look on the ground like a rock or something. That's
okay,
loose.
give me perception.
All right. Oh boy, I got too many windows open.
Just have to beat a 10.
Well,
Can he do it?
there it is. We
Oh,
have
no.
a 7, a natural 1.
Ooh.
Well, can't find a rock in a...
Okay, you're kind of panicking at the moment. You're looking around trying to find something, and you don't see anything good. The goblin stops and sort of reins in his mount. Kind of looks around and... Is anyone there?
Who would
Kind of
answer
looks
that
around.
question?
I mean,
Well,
Greshy looks at Asher since...
Just say no.
let's do the math. If we say yes, what does he do? If we say no, what does he do?
Is he talking in Goblin or in Common?
He said that in common.
Okay. Still looking at Asher since Asher's the one who communicates with the goblins the most.
Should I
Think
say
fast.
no? I want to. No.
Do you say no?
I say no in Goblin.
Give me a diplomacy.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Okay. Do it.
Or sorry, what was this? This is
Deception, I think.
Deception might be better, but we'll go with
Gosh
diplomacy here.
darn it, it's a 20. I can still roll deception. It's gonna be worse.
What is your deception modifier? We'll just substitute that.
0.
Okay,
That'd be
so
15 total.
it would just be a raw 15.
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry, I should have said that faster.
that's okay.
Oh. Strange. This is giving me the creeps. Maybe we should get the others. And he kind of
Let's go
backs
try
away
it.
slowly and turns.
Wait, so like, well, not Jason, but what if
Yeah.
he takes the others, they come down here, and we sneak around the other side and go in?
What other side?
The beach side.
If he turns
Oh.
his back, I'm probably gonna charge.
Stop that. I mean, I can't stop you if we're not actually.
Sorry, do you want me to put him back or?
If he's talking in, I mean, did he answer in Goblin or did he keep talking Common?
He looks
he
up
said-
and no, he replies in common.
He said maybe I should get the others in Common,
Yes.
and he started to walk away. I'm charging.
Yeah, he like backs away a bit and then turns like he's gonna walk away. So you're gonna charge?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's turn this
I'm
into
gonna
a
be
battle.
like, but I'm not actually gonna. I can be like, oh no! All my diplomacy.
Sorry about that, but like, we can have one Goblin or we can have
More than one
more
goblin.
than one.
Okay, go ahead and roll your initiatives, please.
Perception?
Perception. I'll let Asher use. Well, no, perception. Perception, everybody.
How about athletics?
If you're gonna try and catch him, sure, I'll let you use athletics.
All right. Well, if I take a 9, oh wait, no, I see that's it doesn't
3 on the die.
Dude, that makes more sense than the 9, and I get it 12.
Sorry, let's see. Add Gun. What was your initiative, Gun? 15.
If we use the
Or-
first die roll,
Yeah,
it
we'll use
is
the
it is a 15. Oh, they're both 6s. It looks like.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Cool. So, unfortunately, enemies beat out players. So it's going to be Greshy, then the Goblin, then Gunn, then Asher. So
Greshy, it's up to
you
you.
see Greshy, you see Gunn start to make like he's going to charge.
I don't know.
This setup is not working for me.
It was almost everyone went before Gunn, which would have been silly.
that would have been silly. But what are you gonna do? Shoot. If Gunn's gonna charge out, then Greshy's gonna have Phelan go out and try and get a flank in if possible. So we'll have Phelan go 5, 10, 15.
Okay, you whisper like, "Go, Phelan," and he barks and charges out.
So he's gonna try and go past as well. 25, 30,
Okay.
5-ish,
You-
thereabouts.
Okay, Phelan
So he's gonna-
swings around to the opposite side to block the Goblin's retreat.
And then he'll take a snap to try and keep it in place. And that's a 24 to hit.
Is he attacking the Goblin dog? or the
He's
Goblin?
talking. He would attack the dog first.
Okay.
Try and dismount the rider if possible.
A 24 is a hit.
All right.
Roll the damage on that.
Let's do that. Only 3 points of piercing damage.
3 points of piercing damage. Okay. So that is some of these. Okay. All right. It takes a good meaty bite into the Goblin dog. I need Phelan to roll a Fortitude save.
No, that's just rude. Phelan's farts. That's a 15 total.
A 15. Where's the DC? That is not enough. Phelan is now sickened for 1 round.
Okay, that's 9. Poor guy.
Contracted spore goblin pox again.
All right, and then in the meantime, Greshy is going to. Oh. Getting some weird lag here. That's annoying.
Yeah, his map is really big, so it's probably going to be kind of laggy.
All right, Greshy's going to step forward himself, maybe, if it will let me.
There we go.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll just stand on this and...
So
You know what he'll
steps
actually
out.
do? Go ahead and double move. 25, 30, 35, 30. To try and distract the creature as well as he moves in.
Okay, Greshy runs through the opening and around the corner towards where the goblin dogs were chained up before to sort of get a better shot, but also separate himself from the goblin. And that is your turn. The goblin commando. Let's see. It is going to... It's got its horse chopper already drawn. It's sort of a long, kind of polearm-like object for its size, with a sort of rusty metal blade, a long rusted metal blade attached to it. And it's going to swing that down on this dog that has appeared before it.
Oh, that's rude.
Get back, dog! That is a 22 to hit, Phelan.
That will hit.
Okay. Plus that. That is 9 points of slashing damage to Phelan. And it will go ahead and take a second attack. Yeah! That one is a bit less. Let's see. What's that? What's that? 15 to hit Phelan.
Does not hit.
Okay. And for his third action, go! And he's going to command the goblin dog to attack. So the goblin dog is going to try and bite out at Phelan. That's really high. That's 25 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. That is this boy. That's 8 points of piercing damage.
Oof. All right. Let me see it.
And he's going to have the dog move. Let's see. So the goblin and dog go charging away.
All right, they're able to skirt by then.
Yeah,
That's fair.
they're able to squeeze by Phelan.
All right.
Run out of the path back towards the bridge. Gunn.
Well, damn.
I tried. Sorry.
So I see that. All right. Well, let's see. With 25 feet, looks like I can. It's. Hey, come on, pick it up. All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna move here. 15, 20, 25. Would you allow this square on the first move? Well, I'm gonna probably double move, but
Yeah, that's fine.
I just need to see how. I need to see where I'm going before I can make the second one.
Right. So Gunn goes charging
I
out
got
past Phelan, sees the
I got it.
goblin dog running away.
Catches it from behind and gets one attack in
All right.
Okay.
with a natural 1.
Okay, you swing at the dog, but you're not able to hit in time, and it just misses your reach. Asher. And Gunn, you can see another goblin dog up ahead, mounted, or another goblin mounted atop a goblin dog that was standing
I see.
watch over this bridge. A little surprised. Sorry, Asher.
Oh boy.
Well, I moved 20. What's my move speed? 25. So that's one movement. I can't do much except move right now. So let's see.
You can
Can't
crossbow.
hit here, actually. And I can literally do one attack.
Okay, you go charge again, take
Crap.
cover, and fire.
Let's try our best. A 19.
A 19. Are you targeting the dog or the
Oh, sorry.
mouse?
I'm gonna target the
Or-
goblin.
The
on the
goblin? Okay.
back.
19 will hit the goblin, and go and roll damage.
It is a 2.
Okay. 2 points of piercing damage. Hit the goblin in the back, in its hide armor.
And that
Okay.
is it.
Top of the round. Let's see. Okay. Greshy, you're up.
All right, Greshy's going to move up to Phelan and give him a bit of reassuring pet in there, and heal him with just a 1 action, which is what, 2d8 plus spellcasting modifier. Plus fire. So Phelan heals for 13 hit points. And then he just kind of tells him to go. And Phelan will first attempt to retch to try and feel a bit better about the whole biting a sickly looking dog like that thing. And that is an attempted fortitude save against the DC of whatever caused that. And this is a 25 total for Phelan.
Okay, that is a success. Phelan is no longer sick. So I guess in the case of the goblin dogs, it's more like they're causing you to itch really badly. So Phelan's going to take the one action to vigorously scratch and get all the dander out.
Aye. So he'll just shake all of that off after a moment and then go running after these things. If 1, 2, 3, fair. Can he squeeze by the goblin or?
Not on that part of the path, no. He can
All right.
you can use an action to tumble through.
He used both of his actions this turn,
Okay.
so then he will hang out here next to Gunn.
Okay.
Get the Morris apart.
Okay, Goblin Commando's turn. Get away from me! And he's gonna swing his horse chopper at Phelan again.
All right.
That is a 16 to hit Phelan.
Does not hit.
Okay. It's going to use its second attack to swing at Gunn. That is way worse than that. That's like a 5 or 6. And third
No.
action, it's going... Yeah. Third action, it's going to command the goblin dog to ride. So it's going to chomp at Gunn first. That's not great. That's a 14 to hit Gunn.
Nope.
And then he's going to charge back. And a different goblin is going to draw a... Yes, it's going to draw a short bow. Its first action, and it's going to fire with a second, targeting Gunn. That's the big target that you can see. That is 26 to hit Gunn.
I'm gonna block that with my shields. It's
Oh, you had your shield up?
not. No. I'm gonna react it.
You have to have your shield raised to do the reaction.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I thought it was just had to be in hand.
Nope, it has to be raised.
Ah.
That's the whole point
all right.
of raising the shield.
No, the point is to add its AC bonus to your normal AC.
Sure, but I think I'm 99% sure that you have to have the shield
All right.
raised before you can
That's fine.
block with it. But in any case, so that was 25. I assume that's just or whatever I said. That's just a normal hit, I presume.
26 is a normal hit, yeah.
Okay, 26. Yeah. That is 6 points of piercing damage. And it's going to
Okay.
try and fire a second shot. That is pretty good. This is not agile, so that is minus that, plus that. That's 21 to hit on the second shot.
That hits.
Okay. So second arrow does 2 points of piercing damage to Gunn.
Okay.
And
I've taken the damage.
let's see. The goblins on the other side of the bridge, we are going to come charging forward. I think this one can get all the way up to here. And this one, likewise, is going to get up to here. Okay, so one of them comes charging at you, Gunn, but doesn't have enough actions to swing. Wait, let me actually make sure I did that right. No, they're actually getting to here and there. Okay. Sorry, they don't quite get all the way up to you. Okay, they come charging in. Both of them have their horse choppers drawn. Gunn, your turn.
All right. We don't quite have enough actions so I still have to step in if I want to do an attack. All right. I am going to activate my burning sword and step forward and do one attack against the goblin here.
Okay.
So
Step
sorry,
up
I
to
was
the
tabbing around on my,
new closer goblin.
sheet. So here we go. We have a 28 to hit.
Targeting the goblin or the
Goblin on the front dog here.
Okay. 28 is a critical hit. Roll
Sweet.
damage.
Nice. Except for that one.
Yes, it does. We have 10 and 13 is 23 total damage.
23 total damage is enough to kill that goblin outright.
Very nice.
Oh, and he's on fire, I guess. Also.
His dead corpse is
Oh.
burning.
Well, I mean, this is potentially important because it's still on the back of a dog.
Oh, fair.
Well, I shall delete that goblin and replace it with the goblin dog. And its corpse is on fire. Okay. Fine. Okay, the goblin dog looks scared. That was your first attack?
That was my only attack. I've used 3 actions.
Oh,
Move,
sorry, you move
An
forward.
activate and
Got it.
an attack. Yep.
Got it. Asher.
Okay, I'm gonna reload my crossbow. So if I shot at the original guy who was here, who's all the way in the back now, is that still just like a -1?
Yes, even through all those creatures, it's only a -1.
Okay, so I'm gonna make him my hunt prey, and then I'm going to attempt to shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay, that's
So
the one
hold on.
all the way in the back.
Do this, and I shoot. Oops, a
Ooh.
12 out of a natural 1. I'm not hitting him today.
Nope, that shot just goes flying off into the water somewhere, crashing into the waves below.
We're a special needs party today.
And that's it.
well. And let's see, at the bottom of the round, someone appears from behind, a snickering little goblin, clad in blue, and behind him a cat of rather large size.
It's the cat.
It's the cat. Oh, shit. Well, this makes it a bit more,
The cat
dangerous
is
in here, doesn't it?
sized.
Oh, look at the cat.
There you go. For those who are viewing live, yes, he's clad in simple blue robes, holding a sort of a tuning fork-looking wand, and a what looks like maybe a blade, but appears to be just flames itself. and a fire-pelt cougar behind him.
And it's very cute.
Yeah, it is very cute. And he's going to cast something. He chants primal words underneath his breath. You can't come up with spell things very easily.
Pretty far away.
And what is the range on this? There we go.
Ah!
Asher and Greshy. I need.
Oh, he's getting us from behind. Ugh.
Yes, he's coming from behind. I need a. What is the save? Save. On your turn, you make a reflex save. Got it. Okay. And
All right.
he's going to command his Firebolt Cougar to attack. So it's going to charge in over here and strike
Kitty.
at Asher. As Asher is getting wrapped up in vines, Big Kitty comes out and strikes. That is a 16 to hit.
Ooh, it misses.
It misses. Okay, so it
A cute
leaps
little
out and
kitty.
claws.
Pawing at me.
Okay, top of the round, Greshy.
All right. So reflex save.
Reflex save, please.
All right. This is gonna go splendidly, I'm sure. That's a natural one. So a total of 8.
Okay.
So it's a critical failure.
Do I have a? I guess I don't have a actually. Okay. Yes, critical failure. You
Feeling
take
left
that
out, were you?
save. On failure,
Of course.
On critical failure, you're immobilized for 1 round.
So I'm completely unable to move. Well, so sorry.
You can
let me
attempt an
just-
escape check, or as an action to try and remove the effects.
All right. So to be clear, I am unable to move, or like
Unable
maybe
to
take a move action, or just.
Immobilized is unable to take any move actions on fairly certain.
Okay, so that I guess that was my question, was whether I was going to be able to manipulate this.
Yes, you should be able to manipulate. Let me double check.
Okay. I should probably have conditions open, but I don't.
Taking the creatures, each round you start in the area, you send a reflex save on failure. Minus 10 foot circumstance penalty to your speed, and until you leave the area, And on crit failure, you're also immobilized for 1 round. And immobilized, you cannot take any action with the move trait.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I was planning to move a bit and do a little spell casting, but I suppose I will do something else instead. All right, we will just go ahead and attempt to zap these two. Can I see the other one from here or not?
Can you?
So I mean, there's these bushes in the way, but I'm able to see
I
him.
see. No, you're not able to see him from there.
Okay, well then I'll just have to target the cat. Then, we'll just do a quick electric zap at it and see if that does what I need it to. And that is a DC 19 reflex save I'll need to make for 11 electric damage.
Okay. It fails the reflex save. So it's going to take
All right.
11 damage.
Cat.
Then it takes 11 damage on that. And Phelan, I will have him continue to assist Gunn. Can he get up next to the goblin dog here, or is this thing blocking his path to get there?
That is just an overhang, so no, he can
Okay, so then he can kind of run up here.
Yep.
And take another bite at this. Well, not this goblin dog, but a bite at a goblin dog.
Okay.
All right, so he'll go ahead and make an attack. That's only a 15 to hit, though.
It's 15 to hit on the goblin dog.
The goblin
That
dog might
is
be
a miss.
distracted by being
That
on
is a miss.
fire.
There's a hope.
Not enough to cause that to hit.
Okay. Just checking.
That's fair. And that will be the end of my turn.
It's your turn. Okay. All right. The goblin dog is frightened. and is going to run away. It can get pretty far. So it goes running off. The next goblin... I think horse choppers actually have reach. Yes, they do. So this goblin with the goblin that's currently closest to you, still mounted up, is going to take a swing at Gunn first. No, Phelan first. That is a 17 to hit Phelan.
That does not hit Phelan.
Okay. Second attack is going to swing it over towards Gunn. That's better, but not with the -5.
It has reach, this one?
Yes, it does have reach. The horse choppers are really long. They're basically poles.
Okay. Got it.
15 to hit Gunn. Presumably doesn't hit Gunn.
Nope.
Okay. He's
Right now you're looking for a 20.
I see. What will the goblin do? It's going to try for a lucky trip. It's going to attempt to trip Gunn. So I believe, nope, that's nowhere near tripping Gunn. So it swings it swings high, trying to hit you across the chest, and seeing that miss, it's going to try and sweep low under your feet. But you just kind of step back.
Casually step over the.
Yes.
Does acting 3 times mean that it does not instruct its mount to do anything?
Correct. It has to actually use an action to instruct its mount. So this one here, the next closest one, still has its still has its bow out and is going to shoot 3 times. First shot at Gunn. That is an 18 to hit Gunn.
Nope.
Does not hit. Second shot. That is
armor, I
better.
guess?
Yes, it just kind of hits your armor. Second shot is a 20 to hit.
20 is my AC.
20 is your AC? Okay, so it will strike for 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And third shot is very unlikely, but let's see anyway. No, that's a 10 to hit. Okay, that leaves this third goblin here. That was backing away. Now that it's kind of in a safer spot, it too is going to put away its horse chopper for 1 action, draw the short bow with its second action, and shoot.
Pew.
That's pretty good. Good. Plus that. Okay. That is a 25 to hit Gunn.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Should hit for 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right.
That is the goblins. Gunn, you're up, followed by Asher.
Hold on 1 second. I need to take the damage. There we go. All right. Well, I'm going to count on these guys to hold down the rear, and I'm going to focus on preventing these goblins from joining the fight with them. I'm going to step in, and I'm going to attack the goblin on top of this dog with my burning sword.
Okay.
For a 27 to hit.
That's a nice.
Yeah, that's a crit. Go ahead and roll that.
All
Nice.
right.
Killing everyone.
Now we're coming back. Low damage, but we got 7 plus 7 is 14.
14 points of slashing and fire damage total. It's not quite enough to kill the goblin, but
It also
is-
it gets the 1 persistent fire damage.
Yes, it is as 1% of fire damage. So
Woohoo!
on its turn, it'll take 1 fire damage until it walks out of it, basically, or rolls in some water or something.
Roll, yeah. It's got to do the stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah. Was that your first attack?
That was my first attack, so I've got a second one. You're right, I've got 1 action left.
See what happens.
I'm going to raise shield.
Okay.
All right.
All right. You raise your shield in preparation for more attacks. Asher, give me a reflex save.
Ooh, a reflex save. A 17.
17 does. Is that a success? Yes, that is a success. So you are fine.
Yay!
You managed to slip out of the vines. So you can
Get out of
move if you
here,
wish.
vines.
But it happens at the start of every turn. So if you stay in the vines, you have to do it again.
I'm gonna hang out. How do I leave the vines? Can I just like go over one spot?
The entire green circle is the vines.
Oh, the vines are coming out. Okay. I
Yes,
see.
the vines have come out all around you and are entangling you. And this
trying
entangling this
to.
whole space, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Hold. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this could be a great turn. You know what? I'm gonna go with my original turn.
Okay.
I'll stay in the danger zone with my vines.
Asher's not afraid of
I'm-
no vines.
Get out of here, vines. Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting because like by taking away your move options, you kind of become more dangerous. Well,
So I'm
guess
going
not
to
doing it there.
I'm gonna hunt prey the cat now. Dead. I'm gonna drop my crossbow. I'm gonna quick draw my dagger and attempt to stab it
Okay, so over
Oh, boy.
stab.
with a 23.
23 will
Nice.
hit. Roll damage.
Okay.
Shank it right to the neck.
It's a 4, 5, 6 for damage.
Okay, you stab the cat in the neck. That is enough to kill it.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
what?
no, the kitty!
I just stopped it in the neck, and now I'm very sad about that.
Well, I have one more action now.
You do have one more action.
Oh, because you quick draw.
Yeah,
That's the-
quick draw.
Yep.
I was like, I was ready for like a big cat fight. Okay, well,
Wow, indeed. Well,
So it falls to the ground and this starts bleeding out.
Cat had less HP than I was worried about.
well,
oh my
there's still the
God.
druid who commands it.
All right, I'm going in. So 5.
So I guess it's technically not dead, it's just dying. It's dying on the ground.
Okay, I'm just gonna go up to him for my next turn,
Okay,
And
so
that's
you run towards the
like with my dagger. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna catch
it screeches.
you.
Plot begins.
Well, sneak attack didn't seem to work very well for it, so
Tangletooth, get up! And he's gonna use heal animal on Tangletooth.
I feel like this is just a mockery of my character, and I don't appreciate it much.
So Tangletooth gets back up with a bit of HP, and that is one action. Okay.
I'm gonna have to run back and.
Reach spell doesn't add an action, does it?
I'm sorry?
Reach spell.
Reach spell? No, it just
Okay.
allows you to extend your reach
All right.
automatically.
Cool. So with the second two actions, it's going to turn and holds out the like bit of flame sword that's got, and flames get bigger.
Second or
and-
third? It's 2 actions to cast heal animal at range.
Oh, is it? Thank
It
you.
is.
That is what I need to know. Okay.
Sorry, reach
then
spell
it won't.
means that if it's a touch spell, it can be extended, but if it's got to range on it, automatically just extends the range.
Got it. Thank you.
So-
In that case, it won't do that. It'll try and flame sword get bigger, and it doesn't quite have enough time for that, and it's just gonna strike at you with it instead.
Ah,
That is a 21 to hit.
it does hit.
Well, that's
Okay.
just rude.
You take 5 points of fire damage from the strike.
Ouch.
Okay,
Now
Greshy,
I'm warm.
top of the round.
All right. Do I need to do another reflex save?
Yes,
All right. Let's do that. That's Phelan's sheet. Where's my-
I did the cat actually. That's fine.
That's fortitude. That's only an 11. Don't think that succeeds.
No, that is not a success, but it's not a crit fail, so you just have a -10 move penalty.
Well, that's great for a dwarf. That's gonna go real stellar. Let's see. So, Greshy will move 5, 10, and can now see the goblin kind of behind where Asher's hanging.
Yes, you can now see the small goblin druid.
Okay. To the toughie. Kind of want to deal with the issue right now, though. We're going to put the cat back into the ground. And we're going to do a zap, and this time we'll be able to bounce it from the cat to the Goblin Druid there. So another DC 19 save for both of them.
Okay, let's hope for a better
8
save.
damage on a fail.
Okay, it's a fail from the cat, but it's a success from the goblin.
All
So
right,
the goblin
so-
only takes 4 points of electricity damage, and poor cat. Tangletooth is knocked out again by the electricity.
Keep bringing her up. I'll just keep knocking her down.
Turn this cat to the pet shop. The reflex is not as advertised.
This is true.
No,
You'd think
it-
cats would be a little more agile than that.
yeah, it rolled like a 2 on the first one and a 4 on the second one.
I'm just quite shocked by how bad it goes down. Anyway, I believe that's your turn.
Is Tangletooth.
Jason's looking for something he can do to me right now. And that is the end of my turn. That is 3 actions.
Okay. Goblins. Let's see. Goblin dog is not off. Sorry. Okay. The goblin up here, it's going to. Well, it's bleeding pretty badly, so it's going to try and back off. Well, no, it's going to strike first and then back off. Let's do that. First attack is against Gunn. Swings the horse chopper. That is an 18 to hit, Gunn.
No, sir.
Okay.
I have a shield up.
Second attack. It's gonna try. Let's see. That is less than that. That will not hit. So it's gonna command the retreat! Retreat! Okay, and as it retreats, it continues to bleed out, so it takes that point of bleed damage, and it gets
Bleed?
does not succeed the flat save on bleed. Okay.
Bleeding damage?
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
fire.
it took-
The burn.
Oh, okay, so he's
Burn.
Burn. Yeah,
Persistent
he's on
damage.
fire. That's what I'm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just making sure. I was like,
I
is
used
there a
red.
bleeding mechanic in this? Is there a...
Yes, it's the same as burn, so that's why I mix it up sometimes.
I mean, just from like generally getting hit by a lot for a bunch of damage.
There's
some
certain
weapons
and items.
give bleed
Skills.
on
Okay.
like criticals and stuff.
Okay.
So let's see, we have one that's still got the short bow out, so it's gonna shoot. Gun. That is not good. That's like a 9. Second attack. That's better. That is a 22 to hit, Gun.
22 isn't exactly a hit
Okay.
on my shield,
3 points of piercing damage.
but I'm gonna totally block that.
Okay. The shield just absorbs the entire shot.
Yep.
And third action, it's going to shoot again. And hope for a crit. And that is not a crit with a natural 1. Its bowstring snaps. Trap! And it's going to throw the crappy short bow to the ground. This goblin behind it is going to command its mount to charge forward. And it's going to bite at Gun. That is a lot. That's a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I can roll in the thing. All right. 7 points of piercing damage.
Must have been blocking too high. It came right underneath.
Yeah, you were blocking high, and they did a low attack. Come on, Street Fighter
Whoops,
rules.
that's not right.
You still
Should've
have
been.
damage.
There we go.
Yeah, you should know this. High block, low block, high block. Dog comes in for a low kick, and then it's gonna Tatsumaki. Okay. That leaves the goblin on top, has 2 more actions, so it's going to strike with its horse chopper. That is not good. That's a 13 to hit. And second attack with the horse chopper. That is much better, but not with this bonus. It's going to only turn into a 17 to hit.
Okay. I'm safe.
I think that is all 3 of those goblins. Okay. Gun.
Time to get this guy out of my face. Start with a slash at the goblin that's riding the dog. With a 21 to hit.
21 to hit. The goblin will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. I clicked it, but it's not. Am I lagging? And try again. Nope. I must be.
There it is.
Okay. 11
Nine.
points.
9 points of slashing, 2 points of fire for 11 points of damage. Oh, double.
Yeah, that's some latency.
Okay. All right.
So
That
second
is-
attack.
That's right. Second
If
attack.
Goblin's still up, I'm gonna swing at him again. And I got a 10 to hit that time.
Okay. This time the
Good.
goblin blocks with its horse dropper.
All right, we've got one running away on fire, one with a broken bowstring, and one in my face. Let's see. I'm going to keep that shield up. I'm getting a little bit low.
Okay. You then press the shield between you. Asher,
It's me.
it's you and this goblin.
Alright, I'm gonna hunt prey the
Jolts the death.
goblin in front of me.
Okay.
Then I'm going to attack with a stab my dagger for a 20.
A 20 will hit. Roll damage.
Not bad.
It's 4 damage. Stop that.
Stop making sounds.
Stop doing all this.
Oh, I
Alright,
see.
and I'm gonna try and hit him again. For a 26 this time.
Ooh,
Ooh.
almost a natural 20. So
But
close.
that will crit on this goblin. Go ahead and roll double
Alright.
damage.
So 5 plus, so it's a 10, since it's no longer my first attack.
Oh, that's
Right.
correct. So 10 points of piercing damage. Okay.
I yield.
He just throws up his hands. The fiery blade dispels. The entangled branches start to ease back into the bushes.
Can I at least heal my friend?
Aw.
And he's looking up at you with like big sobbing eyes.
Where's sense motive?
Is his... Yeah, I'm gonna sense motive on that.
I'll give you a sense motive, sure. Perception check.
I think it's just perception, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the heck? There we go. The 15.
To you, he seems like he's genuinely sad that his cat is dying.
Well, you know, if his cat comes back and attacks, it doesn't seem too hard to kill. So
Take care of it.
I'll lower my weapon a bit and say, I'll tell him he can heal his friend.
Okay.
Voice of disembodiedness. He's still got a wand in his other hand, is he not?
He dropped the
Ash
wand
just-
too. I forgot about the wand. He dropped the wand.
All right.
Okay, he's going to use his 2 actions to cast Heal Animal. Okay. And poor Tanglefoot gets up slowly. I can't. I don't know why. I tried to whistle. I can't whistle right now. He whistles for the cat, who comes charging back and curls up behind him and takes kind of like a defensive posture. Okay, that
Okay.
is his turn. Greshy.
All right.
And he's kind of like bowing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Strong
Thank you.
action.
Kind Longshanks, thank you.
Well, I do see that there are still some things to the north, so Greshy will first move since Asher seems to be comfortable with the goblin doing what it's doing. Like,
We're gonna have a little chat.
a little tete-a-tete, as it were. That's fair. In the meantime, I was convinced to take this spell, and I think I'm going to make some use of it. Just check one thing here.
So Greshy leaves Asher with the goblin druid and turns his attention towards the line of goblins in front of the
To
bridge.
the north here who are still on the bridge. I might be making a mistake here, but we're going to have some fun with it. And so Greshy will slowly start to chant some dark mystic words as he holds his hands out, and as he expands them, a bright ball of light flashes into existence. There. Oops. Just checking. Trying to make sure I get it right here. Oh, it will actually spawn on top of the one right here in front of Gunn.
Here, let me give you control of this.
I
assume this is what you're doing.
That's exactly what I'm doing. We're casting
Alright.
Flaming Sphere on top of the one that's currently harassing Gunn.
Okay. And what does it have to do? Oh, sorry. I should look at the chat. There we go.
It takes a reflex save on. Well, let's see. It deals 3d6 damage to each creature in the square where it first appears. And
For
they
a
must-
basic reflex save. Okay.
Yeah, basic reflex save, and then we'll deal with it from there.
Okay. So Goblin Dog tries to dodge. That is a failure. What's your save DC?
Save DC is 19.
19. Okay. And the Goblin also fails, so they both fail.
So they both take 16 damage.
points of damage. That will kill the Goblin, but not quite the Goblin Dog.
That's some nice damage rolling.
That was pretty good. 565 on 3d6. I'll take it.
Okay, so there is a Goblin Dog still there, but the Goblin is dead. Alright, is that your turn?
Yes, move into action. That's correct. My turn.
Okay. The Goblin Dog is terrified and is going to run away.
If it starts that turn, does it take damage again? I think it just takes damage if I move it to somebody's square, so I think it's fine.
Each creature must, when you move it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's on your turn is when the damage happens.
If I move it into their square, then they take the damage, not if they start in that square.
Okay, so that Goblin Dog is going to run away.
That's fair.
And the Goblin here is dead. Okay, this Goblin's going to approach, command its Goblin Dog to approach. It's going to draw its Horse Chopper for its second action, and third action is going to try and swing through the flames at Gunn.
Stay back!
That is a 22 to hit Gunn.
Exactly a hit.
Okay. Oops.
Where's a bard when you need one?
We left her back at town.
Yeah, currently back at town.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. There's the GA.
Well, we can't be dragging a Mako everywhere. She's actually got work to do.
That is 8 points of slashing damage.
Guess I'll do a shield block reaction.
Okay.
Use that by 5, and then I take 3, and my shield takes 3.
Okay. And I suppose.
Boblin, go sound the alarm!
And Boblin's gonna
I'm on it!
goes charging back towards the doors over here. But unfortunately, the last point of burn damage kicks in, and he dies on Dogback, and his body slumps off into the surf down below.
Nice. Very cinematic.
That'll do.
There's a big splash.
Can I step around this fireball?
Yeah, you can move. You can move past it.
Okay.
It doesn't take up the full 5 feet.
Right. I'm gonna move around into this square here next to the goblin.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack with my sword. Or where am I going? There we go. Swing with a 20 to hit.
20 will hit the goblin. Roll damage.
All right. We have 9 points of damage.
Okay, 9 points of damage at the goblin atop goblin back. It's pretty severely hurt.
This one I think had been hit before by a...
No, this one is actually fresh.
Okay. Oh, the one that had taken an arrow had already gotten away, I think.
Yes, the one that had taken an arrow is the one that's currently in the water.
Wait, wasn't there one that got further away? Like the
yes,
initial one that we... He's gone.
Either way, I've tracked the HP on top of the token, so this
Right.
I know
And
this
I'm
was
just
fresh.
like, one of them has gotten away, right? Totally? I think so.
No, none of them have gotten away, just the dogs.
Ah, okay. Well, anyway, second swing. Enough shower thoughts.
Oof.
Okay.
I think the hit is not
That's
going
an
to cut it.
8. That is a miss. Swing wide, the goblin blocks it with the sword chopper.
Then I am out of actions for the time being.
Okay, Asher.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So now is the time to talk for me. So I'm gonna speak
Don't
in
mind us.
Goblin, and I'm gonna say that I have 2 requests since I let him heal his animal. And one is that he answers some of my questions, and 2 is that once we're done, he leaves the thicket out the forest entrance and doesn't come back.
Ever? But this is my home. This is my family.
Maybe come back in like a few days.
Okay,
3
so
days or something?
you start having this. Are you going to spend your full turn conversing with the goblin?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do that when that comes around. But Gogmar is effectively taken out of combat. Okay, Greshy.
All right, I'll use my first action this turn to. Okay,
Asher
so
as well, since Asher's talking.
that's fair. Question: since the dog didn't apparently move from the square, with
Sorry,
the
that is
orb?
the dead.
Would it have
goblin.
moved?
The dog already moved.
Okay. Oh, I guess I didn't see it. That's fair.
That is exactly why I didn't do that, because it removed it from initiative. There we go.
Well, it's next anyway. All right. Well, then I will shift the orb up to help deal damage to this guy,
Okay, yeah,
And we'll
this
go
is
ahead
the
and-
last goblin dog and rider.
and so that's 13 damage on a
Reflex save.
DC 19 still.
This save, if they make it, they take nothing.
Oh, is that how that
I
works? Okay.
That's
Yes.
how that works.
Yeah. Okay.
On the initial cast, it's half damage. On the follow-up chase, I guess it's they basically managed to dodge out of the way because they can sort of see it coming.
That is an 18 on the first one. I think that's a failure.
not
so
saved.
DC is 19. Okay, so
Nice.
that's the dog. And does the rider manage to get out of it? No, the rider takes full damage.
All right, so 13 damage to H.
Okay, that kills the rider and leaves the goblin dog behind.
Let's see.
So it's 13. Okay.
I actually have 2 actions. But I think Gunn is not in the best of shape.
So right now, all the goblin riders are dead. Would you give chase after the goblin dogs, or are you gonna? Let
if
them
they're not
just
being
run off?
threatening, I'm not going to worry about it.
What about you, Gunn?
I'm not about to cross this bridge, no.
Okay.
My current concern right now is just I see the guns. I saw the gun took a bit of damage. Like to do
Okay.
something about that.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll just go ahead and we'll drop out of combat here, because the last goblin dog is just going to run.
All right.
So the last
Well,
goblin dog begins to run.
If it runs,
its turn is next.
and it's still in sight on this turn, I can take my bow off my back and fire at it.
Just gonna take a pot shot at the running rat dog.
Yes.
Sure. I'll give you one shot at it. As it's running away, it's gonna try and run into some thickets.
But I mean, it's got to cross a bridge first.
I mean, it's really fast. It has a speed of like 40.
Oh, fair enough.
But I'll give you one cinematic shot.
I have clicked it, but it has not.
It is not loading yet. It's thinking real hard if it wants to give it to you.
Oh, wait, what? Is the target within 15 feet? No.
That is
Oh.
the volley
It had a
effect.
pop-up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
the volley
18.
effect. 18 will hit. Go and roll damage.
7 points.
Okay. It takes 7 points of damage and dies at the entrance to
Oh,
the fortress. As it's trying to run away. Alright. So we'll go back over to Asher over here.
It's me.
I'll resolve what you guys are doing real quick. So, Greshy, you wanted to come up and heal?
oh yeah, I was just gonna give him a quick heal spell, and we're just gonna do first level since there we go. That one. Cast that. All right, so we're going to just
Ooh,
give
that's nice.
and we'll do it for it will be from a distance. It'll just be Greshy's gonna charge some greenish looking bright energy that kind of flows from his hands into Gunn.
I feel good.
There you go. Well, you did good. Now we should probably go check on.
Stretch and crack. You hear bones crack and pop.
Aye.
And you let the I assume you let the flaming
Capital.
sphere dispel.
I just let it die out at that
Right,
point,
die out. Okay.
And then let him
right,
know that
so-
there's Asher's still working with whatever that goblin and cat were doing.
I'll gather up my stuff and turn back towards, kind of back away, keeping an eye on the bridge.
Okay. So while you guys are doing all that, Asher, you're here with this
I'm
goblin.
gonna pet the cat. I'm not gonna pet the cat.
Asher really wants to pet the cat.
Look at that cat. It was trying to play. It was very cute.
It was just little claws.
It kind of
Is it-
snarls at you as you like kind of think about reaching out at it, and it kind of hisses. I guess
What was
hissing is
his
cats
answer
do.
to when I asked if he'd leave for like just a few days or so?
Okay, so yeah, you started with would you leave for a few days or so?
If you want, but the Thistletop goblins mean everything to me.
Okay. Then I have a good series of questions for you.
I'd have just murdered half of them, so I don't know.
Please,
We're
I'll-
not here looking for any goblins to fight. Actually, it would be great if we didn't have to fight any goblins. But we are looking for a female Longshanks. Have you seen her?
Female Longshank? Yeah, there's a few. There's the one who wears all white, and there's that harpy, the one with the angry one, the one with the white hair and the weird eyes and the torn up belly.
Yeah, her. Do you know where she is?
Rip Nugget likes her too much. She's somewhere down below inside the fortress.
Who is the other? Do we know, out of character, do we know of another woman? I don't
Not.
think we do.
I don't think we know of another woman. There's a couple names we haven't put to people yet, but nothing about another woman as far as I'm aware.
And what did the other woman look like? Or the other female Longshanks?
The other one, she's quiet, dark skin, white clothes. She has a cat like mine. Well, not like mine. Tangletooth is much prettier, much bigger too.
Tangletooth is very beautiful. I agree. All animals are beautiful. All right.
Gogmert, glad you think so.
Yes.
What was the name? Gargamer?
Gogmert.
Gogmert.
G-O-G-W-R-T.
All right.
That's a name.
So is there any easy way to get down below that would minimize any kind of fighting with goblins?
Easy way to get down below. Well, you could take the stairs.
That is a good answer. What about a secret entrance of some kind? A shortcut?
Secret entrance. Let me look real quick to confirm.
Give me insider knowledge.
Oh, does he know this? Think.
Well, I don't know any secret ways in. The stairs are pretty close to the entrance, though. If you want, I could... As long as you promise not to kill any more of my friends, I can help you get in. Especially if you're gonna get rid of that evil woman.
I was...
But don't tell Rip Nugget that I called her evil. But she is. She's very evil. I told him that we didn't need to worry about attacking the Longshanks village, but she said, no, we have to burn them all for all the crimes they did. And I was like, well, what crimes did they do? We're just goblins. We're living in peace. And she's all like, oh, no, let's stab them and burn them.
Can he be our new
sounds
friend?
like
Can you just forcibly recruit him forever?
He's
This
won me
guy's
over.
pretty cool. Well, I was... So, how many goblins are inside of Thistletop currently? Because they definitely notice if you brought in a bunch of people, a bunch of Longshanks. Don't you think?
How many are still here? Well, I haven't watched everybody come and go. I've mostly been hanging out here since... Anyway, maybe 20? Most of the others are out doing raids and scouting and stuff.
Most of the
prepping
others
for the
are
big
on the
day.
way to the town to attack it right now. Just thought we'd get around to that.
So I'm gonna level with you, Gogmert. I don't want to kill any of your friends, and I would gladly go peacefully. But
Oh,
if
that's
any of
good.
the goblins attacked my two friends, they might defend themselves. How are you gonna guarantee that we don't get attacked by goblins?
Well, what if I help you? What if I sneak you in?
Good answer.
That would help if you could sneak us in.
Gogmert can help. Gogmert can do that.
Okay,
As
now I'm
long
gonna
as you
have to make-
promise. As long as you promise to get rid of that Longshank with the white hair.
We certainly want to do that. And that is our goal.
Will he be pissed if we kill Rip Nugget?
So by this point, you guys have been.
Well, we've had the opportunity to, but I said I was going to keep an eye on the bridge.
Okay, so you're just
Well,
watching the
to
bridge.
make sure.
Okay.
Greshy would have come down.
I'm
Okay.
making sure nobody, reinforcements start
Right.
coming across there.
Yeah, Greshy would have come down and both checked on Asher to make sure that he wasn't dead. And also, unfortunately, he doesn't speak Goblin, so he's just waiting for Asher to let him know what's going on.
They're just
Greshy is-
chattering.
He might be glaring a little bit at this person who's completely jacking his aesthetic.
Okay. Well, give me a minute to talk to my friends about your offer to help us.
Okay.
And then I turn to Greshy. I'm like, hey, so in common, I'm like, this guy wants to. Actually, no, I'm going to take Greshy and we're going to go like here.
Okay, just try and go around the corner a bit.
Yeah, come here.
Phelan will stand guard here.
Phelan, stay.
He's not growling, he's just gonna sit and stare. He may or may not want to play with the cat.
Okay, so here's the deal. This guy said that he knows where Nawalia is. He doesn't like her and wants her gone and will sneak us in down below. But he doesn't want us to kill his goblin friends. That's where I'm at with this.
All right, well, that's better, to be sure.
And do you believe him?
That's a good question. Do you believe him?
So, are you still... Gunn, you're
You
over
look,
there.
you look back at
No, I mean, it's a good question. Do you,
Gunn pops up on my shoulder. He's like...
you look back at Gogbert, and he's just got these like the biggest puppy dog eyes.
So, I believe that he doesn't want his family to die.
that's fair. People
And he
generally like their
seems
family.
to kind of be grumpy about Nawalia because it seemed like they were pretty normal goblins, and then she came along and made them do stuff, which they didn't want to do.
It makes sense.
All right. Well,
Also, according to him, there's only about 20 goblins inside,
only. Or,
not 300.
I mean,
But, I
that's
mean,
better, but we're still not
That-
trying to
that
kill
might be
everybody
minus
ever.
about 15 that we've already killed.
We may have taken care of a few. I hope he doesn't mind too much. Well, we're not here to murder everything. We're trying to take care of this incident before it becomes an incident.
Mhm.
If he can promise, is he in a position of leadership? Can he promise that after we take care of Nualia, that they will not be attacking Sandpoint at any point?
I wanna go back.
All right.
Hey,
you can act as translator.
Gogbert.
Yeah.
Does he speak?
I think he speaks. Do you speak common?
Yeah.
Okay,
says
my
in
friend
common.
doesn't speak the beautiful language of goblins, so we will have to speak common for now.
Oh, sorry. I can speak in common.
Okay.
Sorry. You spoke to me and I just didn't realize. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's fine.
My friend Greshy has some questions he'd like to ask.
Sure.
I have no issues not killing your people. I just need to make sure that Sandpoint's going to be all right. So if we spare your people and we take care of this Nualia, this is Longshanks the right word?
Yeah.
Whatever. The lady. If we take care of her, do you have the power to make sure that nobody attacks Sandpoint for what we've done here?
He nods vigorously.
All right. And will you be all right if we are attacked that we defend ourselves, including killing those who attack us?
Well, I guess I can't stop you, but
I'm not saying that we're going to attack first. In fact, I'm saying we will not be attacking first. As long as they do not kill us or attempt to kill us, we will be letting them go. But if they... I can see, Adam, you decided to keep watch up there.
Yeah,
I'm just having a good time.
I really would have taken a different tactic there.
Well,
It goes, the better you can help us sneak in, the less of your friends get in our way.
well, that's fair. But
Well, too
in
bad
this case,
he's not here. So
it's too bad, Gunn. I'm sorry.
Gogbert holds up his fingers and
I promise. As long as you don't try not to hurt any of them and get rid of that woman, no goblin will ever hurt Sandpoint ever again.
Why is fingers crossed?
I assume that's some sort of goblin. Can I do an insight check myself? Can I double
Sure.
check this? I don't know much about goblin culture there, so I'm not sure if that's actually meaningful at all that he decided
right.
to cross his fingers. But that's a 25 on that perception check.
you get the sense Greshy that there's no possible way that he could honor this promise, but he just seems desperate to get you guys to help.
Right. Well, who is in charge anyway? Is it this? Greshy wouldn't remember off the
I
top
think
of his
it's
head.
Rip Nugget.
Rip Nuggets?
Chief Rip Nugget. He's the big
And you
boss
think
around
that
here,
you can get
or
him
was the
to
big
promise
boss
not to attack
until-
us?
Well, if Nualia isn't here, yeah, I think so. It wasn't until she came along that she started listening to all our stupid ideas.
All right. Well,
I think she's got some
Well-
kind of evil magic.
Ooh.
she may indeed. If it turns out she does have evil magic powers that are corrupting this Rip Nugget of yours, would you be all right if we end up having to kill him?
He looks around anxiously. You're not some kind of spy for Rip Nugget, are you?
We're supposed to stop laughing.
If
No.
it makes you feel better, I think if we were spies for Rip Nugget, we would have killed you already. Not planning to do that, so.
He lets out a very loud sigh. Well, I guess if you had to...
Well, we'll try not to if he can be convinced otherwise, but perhaps, hey, maybe you can take over if something that were to happen to him. You could be in charge.
That would be my. Now you got the right angle.
And your cat there, what's your cat's name?
Tangletooth. Isn't
Tangletooth.
it pretty? Oh, sorry, she. Isn't she pretty?
She is quite pretty.
Sorry, I
I would-
forget your stupid common words.
It's fine. I don't expect you to understand how normal people speak. You're a goblin after all.
Ooh.
Savage.
He
Racism.
doesn't notice.
Ash just kind of looks like.
Casual
Druid.
racism just being exhibited here.
Oh.
Druids dissing each other.
I'll let Gunn know. I think it's fine. Just make sure that he's on the up and up and keep a dagger in his back if necessary.
Mm. I mean, it might minimize the amount
She
of pain.
says that entirely out loud so that the goblin can hear him,
Ooh.
and then walks off to. But leaves Phelan. Phelan can hang out with Asher and also
Okay.
continue to stare at the cat.
Greshy's very grumpy.
I got an idea.
Hmm.
How about we tie up Tanglefoot somewhere so he can't, like, go do Druid stuff with the cat, like sending him to, warn the others.
So we could do that.
And then I'm all for it. Like if we can leash, not like, cruelly. but if we can just-
Leash the cats. Make sure the cat's coming with us. I see what you're saying.
No, I mean, like, leave him in
You
where
want to
the
leave him
dogs.
behind? I don't think he'd come with us.
They had this area over here where their dogs were chained up.
Oh, I'm saying that we could do it. I don't think that he would cooperate. He seems real attached to his cat.
I know, but
But
this way they will be out of danger. And Tangletooth can rest.
Suppose we could try. Well, you can try. I'm not gonna be particularly good at convincing him to part ways with his
I'll
cat.
give that a try. and
I
we
would
could
suggest
all-
as a backup, at least offer to have him on a leash of some sort so that he doesn't do the wandering off and warning people. Deal that you're concerned of
All right.
as a backup.
So you
And
guys
I'll
are
keep
there
watch if you wanna
talking.
go talk.
Asher, what are you? You're just watching.
I'll see if I can convince.
I'm gonna ask if I can pet the cat.
Yes.
Mm,
I'll see if I
doesn't
can
like new
convince.
people. You can do an
What?
animal or nature check.
Ooh,
Oh, I want
that's a good idea.
A 25.
Okay, you very slowly approach, and she lets you scratch her.
Yay!
Nice.
Kind of like pet her smoothly. And Godrick's like, make sure you pet her this way. She doesn't like it if you mess up her fur.
I will pet her in the correct fashion.
Okay, she just purrs.
I love it. I'm so happy.
I'm gonna
Vibrates.
try to convince Gogmert that it will be safer for Tangletooth if we leave her behind, and that we really need her to be, like, tied up so that she can't run off. Like, he doesn't really have a choice, but this is also safer for her.
Would it be weird if people saw him without his cat?
That's a good point.
Probably not.
Well, I don't know. Phelan comes with me everywhere, so.
Yeah,
Look
but
at how
the
cute.
cat is wild. I know.
Ash's just like petting her, like, but look.
Well, Gunn and are you guys? close?
Gunn would have
You
gone
guys
down
are-
south, I imagine, at this point, and Greshy
Yeah,
would.
yeah.
I thought you guys were still talking.
No, Gunn said he was going to go try and convince the goblin. Otherwise,
Yes.
Okay,
Greshy's
you're
going to
actually
take over.
coming down to. Okay.
Yeah.
Look.
Well, Greshy's,
I mean, it
Greshy's
seems like
watching.
it's been a couple minutes and nothing has come out of the.
No
across the
warnings
bridge,
coming off. That's
No.
probably all right then.
So. Right. And I will do this diplomatically with a 23.
Kindest way possible.
Well, I can just have her go run off. She'll be safe out here.
Well,
She doesn't like to be
you-
tied up. It messes up her fur.
well,
She's wild
this
and
way,
free.
sure, but we need to make sure she's not, warning Rip Nugget. Because not that I
Why
don't
would she do
trust
that?
you, not that I don't trust you, Gogmert, but I don't trust you yet.
Well, a cat can't talk.
Rip Nugget can't speak to Tangletooth like I can speak to Tangletooth.
I'm sure she could find some way to lead him to us if she wanted to.
I guess, but she wouldn't do that, would you? And Tangletooth like nuzzles him.
Well, team vote.
And
Should I press him on this or should I?
I say she could run off into the wild.
That's like the exact opposite of what I wanted. I'd rather her be with us.
Oh, you want her to come with us instead?
With us would be the second best. The best would be to leave her
Oh.
tied up so that she doesn't add her combat power to his if he decides to turn on us.
Well, wouldn't her running off like into the woods take away her combat power if he went in the?
Yeah, but then that makes her like able to go do stuff that we don't know about. Like this goblin is a hostage, and like the one thing we shouldn't let him do is tell everyone where we are without us knowing it.
Greshy's a druid, isn't he? So what is the limitation of the animal? Could Phelan run off and do a Lassie situation to tell everyone that there are 4 humans or 3 humans?
Doesn't have to be charades.
I mean, it could have its
Go this
own
way would be
volition,
enough.
But
It could what? Sorry.
I said it could of its own volition, but otherwise you have to pretty directly command animal companions. Otherwise,
Greshy's smart, but and Greshy would probably or Greshy. Phelan's smart. Phelan could probably manage it all on his own, but I wouldn't expect him to. And I don't know about Tanglefoot over here, but
Protecting her master could mean springing him from being captured.
well, we weren't planning to tie him up, were we?
My personal preference is for Tangletooth to stay tied up and Gogmert to come with us. The second best would be they both come with us. The worst would be the cat runs off.
Well, then
I
let's
think the
bring them
best
both
is
with
the
us.
cat runs off Second best is the cat comes with us, and third is tying up the cat.
Bring the cat with us. I'd rather we
Right,
keep
I
an eye
guess
on
they both. I guess they're gonna both come with us.
Yep.
Aye.
That seems like the middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep an eye on both of them that way. And honestly, I'm
Well,
going to be
if
honest,
you want.
Frank. I don't think the cat's going to be much of a danger. Went down pretty quick.
It was like a 6
Fair enough. Yeah, it seemed to have like somewhere between 6 and 10, I think.
It had more than that. It was probably closer to 15 or 20, but it got hit pretty hard twice.
Mhm.
So, and
All right.
I'd rather them someplace where we can keep an eye on them, and also if it keeps him calm and cooperative, then we're better off.
That's true. Well, the other thing is, if nothing's coming out, then before we go in, we should try to do a first aid and meditate for a short time.
Oh, sure. I
Okay.
will take some time.
Balin can keep watch over the path, and Asher can watch Gogmert.
If I can take an hour, I would roll 2 medicine checks on everybody, including the goblin and the cat. I know you're going to object, but part of building trust is actually, doing things for people who are helping us. I expect you to understand that, Mr. Diplomat.
Of course.
So,
Mm. Well, we can cut it in half. If I'm praying, I can, add.
oh, sure. Well, I'll start with them then, and then we'll work our way. And you
do
can heal
one
on.
we can do 1 and 1.
Aye.
But you have to take the first and last, so that I can end with a point.
That's fine. So I'll go ahead and work on healing Dogbert, assuming Dogbert, or not Dogbert.
Dogbert.
Cogbert.
Dogbert. Dogbert, whose name is now Dogbert. My brain ain't working well. Oh dear. I will work on Gogmert first, assuming he'll let me check him out with a bit of healing.
He's a bit resistant at first, but if you insist, then yeah, he'll let you heal him.
Well, I'm just, some poultices, a couple bandage wraps. I know he got shanked a bit hard by Asher there. So,
Oh wait, he still has spells.
well, good for that, because that was a critical failure, I think. I might have just done damage to him on accident.
Ow! Ow!
Using the wrong poultices for goblins. I'm so sorry.
Should definitely let him.
You
use
just
all
like
his
apply alcohol directly to the wound.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness
what
gracious.
is?
Oh shoot! I was not prepared to be failing. I was expecting to succeed. I think it's either a 1d8 or 2d8 damage. Frack.
Yeah, where is treat wounds?
Treat wounds.
I thought it was on
Oh,
here.
no.
It's on here.
This has gone all wrong. This has gone terribly, terribly wrong.
Let us build trust immediately. Just alcohol straight into.
Oh no. Oh, where's treat wounds? 249. There we go. Treat wounds. Critical failure. Target takes 1d8 damage.
Okay. It'd be
Okay.
hilarious if you killed him with this.
I sure hope not.
I mean, it would just knock him out, and then
Then I can take another 10 minutes and try and bring him back up.
no, I don't think you could, right?
No. Well, he'd probably. I'd have to drop a heal on him because I think he would
Mm-hmm.
possibly die of blood loss before then.
Okay, roll the d8.
It's a 4 damage.
Okay, takes 4 points of damage.
Oh my
Ow!
goodness.
Ow!
Wow.
Just let me do it. That's fine.
Okay.
And
Sorry
he
about
kind
that.
of pushes you away and is gonna cast heal on himself.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not used to goblin physiology.
We wanted to do that anyway.
Well,
Honestly, you capture a wizard, the first thing you should do is be like, all right, point him over there, and now unload all your spells, please.
Well, he's just as much a guide as he is a prisoner at this point, so trying to keep him alive to actually guide us and not die right away.
No, you're right.
Anyway, so
Well, that's why it's a win-win.
Reaches into his like satchel and pulls out a potion and drinks that.
all right, that's fair. Well, I still feel bad about hurting him so much. I'm going to let him,
Here, do you
if
want
he's
one?
willing.
He walks over to Gunn and hands him holds out a potion.
No thanks. I'll be fine.
And he holds it out at Asher.
Okay. I will take. Does it look like I've seen a healing potion before.
Yeah, you've seen healing potions. Yeah, it looks like a standard healing potion.
Yeah, I'll totally take it. Asher's stupid enough for that.
Or healing potion minor. I suppose what it
No,
is.
it's not stupid. It's just,
A little bit reckless just in case, but
reckless.
it depends on how much you trust, and admittedly, Gunn has not actually done any sort of insight on this goblin, so...
It's a slight. It's trusting of our new friend.
I actually believe him. I just don't trust him.
You trust him enough to believe him?
He has
do.
alternative interests at heart.
Yeah, his interests
You
are
trust
not.
him enough to believe what he says to be the case, and that he's not completely and utterly lying to you all the time, so...
Mhm.
Tells me that you're extending a little bit of trust, but we're just seeing how much willing you are to extend trust further than that.
I'm right here, you know.
Meanwhile, Ash is just drinking the
Saying.
potion.
You drink the healing potion. It's 1d8.
Yeah. Ooh, 1d8.
Nice.
My first 10 minutes of meditation gives me 12 hit
A
points back.
7.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
One away from max, so I'm good now.
Okay, well, Phelan will go ahead and treat wounds on, or Greshy will go ahead and treat wounds on Phelan.
As I
Phelan
say,
will treat himself. So that's a 29, so that's a critical
That's a
success.
critical success, yeah.
So it's 48.
there's like no way where
He's full. He's just fine. He needs some really good pets, but he recovers 100% there. And having healed Phelan in sight of Gogmert, Greshy will offer to heal the cat.
You offer and you see that he's doing the same thing already.
Oh, he's already taken care of it. Then
Yeah.
Then in the meantime, then Greshy will go ahead and sit down and start counting his things to start to meditate a bit and restore himself. As he works to regain his point of his focus point there.
and
Okay.
we're actually
Gogbert will
down.
go over to some of the brambles and take out a small what the goblin daggers, I forget what they're called, and dog slice them, and we'll start carving some druidic into the branches.
Can I read it?
That's his meditation. Yeah, it just says Gogmert was here.
Nice.
Secret druid only language used to ensure that the world knows that you were here. I like it.
And
Alright.
it's somehow misspelled, even though it's in druidic.
Use the wrong word. Gog suddenly becomes Goog.
Well, that should only take about 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I was originally thinking if I was going to be doing
And everybody, yeah.
everybody, then it would have been an hour. But since you were offered to heal, and of course our druid guide is willing to heal himself a bit. And we're all
All
set.
right. I think we should go have a look at that bridge again.
Oh, you press on there.
Let's do it.
Wait, is she coming with me? Am I meeting
Yes.
her? What's
Yes.
happening? Okay.
Do not let her out of your sight,
And don't leave our site.
and please stay with us since you're going to be helping guide us in.
Okay.
Oh, he's going in.
Moving.
Footloose and fancy.
Do you want him to lead, or
Yes, but wait a second at the bridge and see, make sure that we can't see anybody.
Okay.
Do we see anybody?
Seems pretty clear.
No,
Looks clear.
you don't see anybody. Looks clear.
All right.
Just watch your step. It's trapped.
And he
Oh.
hops on the back of his.
You can ride the cat.
and- yeah, you can ride the cat.
Nice.
Just goes riding across.
Wait, what's the trap?
Where did... All right.
What?
Perception check, since he didn't tell us where not to
I think
step.
that's thievery, wouldn't it be?
Perception to see it, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Maybe thievery would be disarming.
Perhaps. Or identifying.
Ooh, a natural 20 for
Nice.
28.
And I have a 20.
And I got a natural 1.
Oh no.
I had to even out.
So the 27, you can with the 27 you can tell that the this bridge does look a little bit raggedy, but with that critical 28, you can actually see on the opposite side of the bridge there's like counterweights built in. It looks like the bridge is meant to collapse if too much weight is on it at one time.
Okay. So there are counterweights on the other. I point them out. I'm like, look, we can't all go across at once for sure.
I cannot see a thing that you're pointing at. Sorry.
Look over there. I know, you're like, what? It's like, great, goodness. So there's counterweights
Bob his head
on
and
both
turn
sides of
it.
the bridge, like a scale. And if we go too many on one side, we're just gonna fall in the water.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Who weighs the lead?
Phelan.
Alright.
After that might be myself.
Yeah, I'll probably bring up the rear on this one.
Okay, so Phelan goes across the bridge by himself, I guess.
To start with.
Yeah, makes it to the other side just fine.
Do I have rope? I don't think I have rope.
Tanglefoot
I
kind of.
I do not have any rope.
Or sorry, Tangle Tooth. I keep saying
Tangle Tooth.
Tangle Tooth.
Well,
Next.
Greshy will go across. Do you want me to take any rope just in case, or?
Ooh. Yes. How many
sure.
did you see the measurement when you did that?
It was
That's
about
like
60 feet.
60 feet.
Like
I have
if I go-
50 feet. I have
I have
100
50 feet of rope
feet.
as well.
Yeah.
Well, we need about 55 feet, so if you guys want to tie them together or something. I can take one end across and we can maybe use it to drag people across if necessary.
I think we'll be fine without.
All
I'd
right,
rather just get it over quickly,
then we'll just go.
one at a time, though.
Yeah, Greshy's gonna go ahead and push ahead and start and go ahead and cross.
Okay. Your stout frame goes wobbling across. It's definitely, you feel like a bit uneasy crossing, but you make it to the other side just fine.
All right.
Right. Should the heavier person go next or the more dexterous person?
Heavier should be last, probably.
Well, who swims better?
I'm fine for swimming.
In your armor?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, I will trudge across.
Okay. Asher makes his way across, holding both sides of the rope railing. Makes it across just fine.
So I have a question about the counterweights. Are they... What would be the question? If we put more weight on the weights, would it be a bonus for Gunn to cross with his armor?
Yeah, it looks like you can actually. There are actually some other weights over here. They're just not connected to the bridge right now. So you just kneel down and tie up the connect the remainder of the weights, and it looks like it's
Okay.
definitely secure enough now for
Perfect.
much
Nice.
more weight.
I
to
give
cross.
Gunn the thumbs up.
Great find. I make my way across.
Okay, you make your way across just fine. The bridge now seems a lot sturdier.
Excellent.
Now you are all across to the other side. You can see from here that there are two like watchtowers, but in the windows there don't appear to be any goblins watching.
All right, fair enough.
Hey, Gogmert, where are we going?
Well, do you want me to just? What do you want? Do you want me to just take you to the stairs? I can get you down the stairs. I don't know
Yep.
if I want to come down with you though.
Well, we need you
But once
to
you're
guide
down
us.
there, it should just be the Longshank and her friends.
We need you to
Friends?
come with us, but once we find her, you can hide.
What about these friends?
Yeah, she's got a few friends with her. That half elf guy, that mean bugbear, Ruthasmus. The violent dark-skinned woman, and the big guy with the sword. Sword and shield, kind of like you. And he kind of points at Gunn.
Really?
Hmm.
Do you have a brother?
Not anymore. No, I don't.
The drama of this moment just escalated.
It was just like, what?
It's like, wait a minute. So you're saying there's another 4 or so others down there besides your goblin friends and Rip Nugget.
Well, they don't allow us goblins down there anymore, so I haven't really seen down there much since they moved in.
All right. Well, you're gonna guide us to the stars at least, and if you're confident that goblins aren't allowed down there anymore, then I'm not gonna worry about it. You may want to get your goblin friends out of the way for a little bit, though, once you guided us to the stars.
I can see what I can do. Here, wait a sec.
And he goes running over to these bushes over here. A few minutes pass, and he comes out bearing 3 kind of, 4 sort of sheets of leaves.
Here, wear these.
And he hands one to Asher, hands one to Gunn, hands one to Greshy, and throws one over. From a distance, kind of throws one over Phelan.
It's
These
like
are
makeshift ghillies.
disguises.
And they're
Disguise.
not very good disguises.
I like it.
It's just leaves that kind of go maybe down to your shoulders. They're just kind of draped over Phelan's back.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the effort.
They'll never notice. Come on.
And he's gonna go and open the door.
Okay.
All right. Real nervous about these disguises. All right. Well, let's see what's inside.
So he opens the door and leads you all in. Trying to click on OBS. What am I doing? There we go.
Come on. This way.
He whispers.
Gonna let Asher lead since
Yeah. I'm the
is-
most trusting of them all.
this is true.
I'll bring up the rear just in case we run into any.
That's probably for the best.
So as you enter this room, you can see that the floor is made of hard-packed soil, as if the builders either ran out of lumber while building the walls or roof, or they simply never thought about building a floor at all. The rest of the walls of this fortress are all built out of wood themselves, so it's a very wooden building. Let's see.
Well, 2 of you have fire. right.
There are along this wall, along the inner and outer walls, are a series of dog and horse heads, mounted at like trophies along the walls,
This room is very uncomfortable for Asher.
as well as on the southern wall. There's a pair of large black feathered wings that are tacked to the walls with daggers. There's also a series of doors and a hallway that curves around to the north and right. And he's going to kind of lead you over here. He's like,
Shh. Shh. Be quiet.
he says. And he kind of hops
Well.
off.
Phelan will definitely try and sneak along.
Here we go.
Not sure about. Oh. Nice.
And he
There we
leads
go.
you over to a door and opens it. Oh,
Those
wait.
are the stairs downward.
Our stairs.
Well, I guess he was right when he said no one would notice there's no one here. They must be all further inside.
Yeah, just down here. Do you want me to go with you, or?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. I agree with Gunn.
Okay, if you insist. And
Yeah, just for a little bit at least.
The two of them will go down and around the stairs.
Oop.
Whoop.
There we go.
It's so cramped.
It's so cramped. Okay, you guys make your way in and down the stairs. And I'm afraid that is where we will end tonight.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
Dun dun. Again, maybe another short session and no break, but zoom zoom.
All right.
We're making progress. We're getting in
Yeah.
there. We only killed 4 goblins this time instead of 20 or whatever we did last time.
And
10. 10 plus dogs.
10 plus some dogs.
Aye.
Rat dogs.
Yeah, they're not
Just
real
did not
dogs.
go
they're
nice,
dogs.
just nicely last time I ran this adventure. So cool. Well, that's all I got for today. That is where my prep ends for this session.
Ah.
But we also hit the 2-hour mark, so yay, go us. Thank you, everybody, for showing up for the stream. This has been another episode of Third Action. You can catch us live every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time on twitch.tv/thirdaction. I also put up the videos on YouTube and podcast apps usually the next day. Yeah, that's all I got. Is it next week that we're not? We might
Next
actually not be
week, yeah.
playing next week.
Yeah.
Yes,
Unless you
we're
wanted to move
not.
to another day.
Potentially Monday, maybe, if we could swap with something else. But we'll figure it out. Probably no session next week. We'll see. But we should be resuming normal time after that. So, all right. Well, thank you all for playing. Hope you all had fun. GG,
Yep.
everybody.
It's going good.